Well,
Hey everybody,
hello.
welcome back to the Witch's Craft. I'm Tequila Joe, and again, I'm joined by Gwen. Gwen, go ahead and say hello, please.
Hi, how are you doing?
Doing all right. Ready to actually make some interesting little concoctions here. This week, we're going to be doing something a little different as we usually do. This is still a part of the Kitchen Witchery series, so you guys tune in, and we'll do more of it. We're going to be doing a lot of different stuff with it. This time, so for episode 5 of the Witch's Craft, we are doing a little bit of drinking. Don't worry, we're not going to get super smashed.
You're
Um,
doing drinking. I have to wait till I go home, you know?
well, okay, yes, that's true. That's true. But so what we're going to be doing today is taking a look at some libations and also seeing how spirits can combine with spirits, and what we can do as far as like setting intention with the things that we make, uh, and how this can actually like elevate that intention. So now, for those of you who also choose not to drink or you can't for health reasons, we got you covered. We totally got you covered. We've got some ideas as far as making these into mocktails, so you don't necessarily have to include the alcohol in it. So don't feel like you're going to be totally left out if you follow along. We got you. So. That being said, Gwen, you want to take us into a little bit of the um, the ideas behind this, how this actually works?
Well, first off, obviously, cocktails have been around since the dawn of time, as soon as alcohol was invented. Isn't that there? There's a bit of a famous story about water being turned into wine somewhere.
Somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there. So we know alcohol's been around a long time. Um, you can see that in places like China and Rome and Egypt, Greece, it always played an influential role. It was used as a spiritual offering, a type of currency, a component in religious and social ceremonies and celebrations. The use of alcohol was still and is still a cornerstone in a lot of spiritual rituals and spell making. When you combine it with the right herbs, alcohol becomes a very powerful conduit for extracting and magnifying the earth's healing properties. It also preserves the energetic and magical powers of botanicals for long-term storage. Tinctures and cocktails and other concoctions transform into spells as soon as someone like us infuses them with intention during creation.
Mhm.
Um, the intention is the most powerful part of all the spell making, so we know that. When you're mixing a cocktail or you're growing a potion, both practices involve mindfully gathering the ingredients and combining them skillfully and extracting their physical and energetic qualities, whether you're tasting it for mystical benefits, in this case, both. And the real difference between brewing a portion and making the cocktail is that one uses heat and the other uses ice.
Mhm.
That's true. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. And not everybody uses alcohol in these.
Again, yeah.
You can do other things with it. If it's not in your best interest, it's intention, right? As you were
Mhm.
saying. So we've got a drink list. Are you going to cover the drink list there?
Well, before we do that, before we do the drink list, I want to talk a little bit about the kinds of alcohol that we're going to be using. Actually, before we even go there, I want to show you guys a little something here. Um, this is something I actually picked up, and a lot of the stuff that I'm going to do here comes from this book. If you guys can see that,
That's a good
it's
book.
Magical Cocktails for Witches.
And I
So,
don't know if it's on my website, but you guys can look.
well, it's by two Carolyns with different spellings. Carolyn Winnock, I believe, and Carolyn Paradas. They are the two absolute geniuses behind this. So you'll find a lot of good stuff as far as the explanation of different herbs, different uh, citrus fruits, different berries, all that stuff. They actually have quite a good explanation as to why they use what they use to make these drinks.
And Joe,
We
even
also
though
will
I
go into
don't usually have a
sorry.
whole lot of people at my house, that's on my get list for my personal use because if I do mix drinks, I do mix drinks. So that's on my personal get list. So
Nice.
yeah.
Well, so yeah, that's that kind of inspired some of this. And they also again go into like the not only what goes into it as far as the ingredients, but also for anybody who's a novice bartender or the person who's just like curious about it, they actually go into the details on what tools to use, how to make simple syrups, all the stuff. So the different classes. So they cover both the technical aspect of it plus the spiritual. So really, really good book.
So much fun.
So, um, so out of that, what we're gonna do, here's the drink list. Oh, I'm sorry. First, if Gwen, you want to take us through the three different types of alcohol that we're going to use. We're going to be using rum. That's going to be one of the bigger ones that we're going to use today.
Okay.
And we're also going to be using vodka. And the
Mhm.
last one, it wouldn't be me if I didn't have tequila in there. So
You know, I kind of knew you were going to say that.
yes. So
That kind of
yeah, we'll
sounded
be
right.
using so we'll be using rum, we'll be using vodka, we'll be using tequila. So let's go into a little bit of that details to what these particular spirits actually mean and what are their properties. Gwen, I believe you have that as well.
I do have that. So we're gonna start with rum.
Right?
Jamaican white rum. Um, it's I was thinking about that. I'm descended from Captain Henry Morgan, by the way. That's legit. So I
Nice.
imagine he might have had something to say about rum.
You might. You
There's
just
something
might.
there. Anyway, that's a fact. We traced my ancestry back there some time ago. So I know that. So Jamaican white rum, which he was probably fairly well known for, considering
Mhm,
all things, it has the ability to cut and clear. Rum,
mhm,
especially bay rum, is associated with various magical properties. Well, think about bay. Bay tree is magical, right? Including
mhm.
cleansing, healing, luck, and particular spiritual practices like voodoo and hoodoo and Santeria, which is used in rituals, offerings, and for spiritual cleansing. It's believed to dispel negative energy and enhance divination skills. Rum, particularly bay rum, is used in spiritual washes, baths to cleanse and purify and remove negative energy. It promotes emotional balance. And then traditions talk about white rum being sprinkled around the foundation of houses to ward off evil spirits. It's also offered to ancestors and spirits in various traditions to honor them and connect with their useful energy. And work with them in money spells. Bay is great for money spells. We talked about money spells a little bit ago. Just about getting ready to start wrapping money spells again. Anyway, useful in money spells, gaining other material possessions. Rum can be especially useful in a spell involving underhanded motivation or intention. So if the results leave you with more of a side effect of the spell's main goal, like it can kind of like help you with certain things, even if you're not intending them to do. Okay, we're going to save that tequila for last. Let's go cover the vodka. See, I like vodka based drinks a lot.
Before we go into that though, just want to make sure that you did mention the spiritual bath. That is not an excuse to fill an entire bathtub with rum and just go to town. Please
Joe,
do not do
that's
that.
no fun. Sure you can. It might be a little expensive though.
Well, I mean, depending on where you go, where you get it, but yeah, let's not give that idea. Right? Just a little bit will go a long way. Trust me. So,
Might be
I
good
just
to
want to
just
point
put
that
a
out.
little bit in there. Yep. So vodka,
Mhm.
what was it Chekhov used to say? A little vodka. Like other liquids, can be used as a base for spells or potions. It's a
Mhm.
neutral flavor, which makes it very good for lots of things you don't really taste it. It can be a good carrier for other herbs and oils or intentions because it is a neutral thing. In some traditions, vodka can represent clarity, purification, the ability to cut through illusions. It can be incorporated into crafting projects relating to witchcraft, such as creating candles, incense, and other ritual tools. It's good for removing sap because it's a strong alcohol. Just want to say that. Get a sticky situation. Good for strength and courage, lifting yourself up by the bootstraps and carrying on with what you need to be done, no matter how difficult or hard you are or tired you are. It can be useful in spells that involve difficult times, motivation, pushing forward, finishing projects. If you've got to get this done, it's got to get done. Use vodka. By the way, it's a mix. It's in my favorite drink, which we'll cover too. So that's vodka. But now we got to talk. We got to talk about tequila. Somehow I feel like it had something to do with your name, but maybe I should describe it first, and then you can fill in the little blanks. So tequila in witchcraft, it's
Yes.
symbolically or ritually, it's often linked to its Mexican origins.
Mhm.
Go figure there, y'all. Mexico, go Mexico. Um, it's from, I guess, the agave plant's spiritual significance
Mhm.
in Aztec mythology. It's sometimes incorporated into spells or rituals associated with fertility and strength. Um, Also, the ancestral uh, connection, particularly those that are drawing from the Mexican or Latin American traditions. So, tequila is derived from the agave plant. We
Mhm.
covered that a little bit there. It's seen as a gift from the gods, and in some traditions, specifically linked. I guess you could lick it. It's specifically linked to the Aztec goddess Maya whale. Did I say that right? Who is associated with fertility and the agave plant. As I sound like I think I'm getting drunk and I'm not even drinking. I'm catching it here. The Aztecs used agave-based drinks like pulque, which is a
Yes.
predecessor to tequila, and
Mhm.
they used it in rituals and festivals and religious festivals. Tequila might be used in similar ways involving ancestral spirits connecting with the earth. Tequila is especially linked with the agave plant, is associated with fertility and abundance and the power of nature. And it's all about timing. Tequila's got like the perfect exact timing. It could be used in spells involving punctuality and appointments. I must be needing to drink more tequila. I'm known for not being on time, or decision making, and it can also be used when something has to be done just right as well. Never use it for something involving the past or anything about the future. It's about the present in this moment and
Mhm.
present as it comes, as these issues come. Now, I'm seeing you look at me very pensively, Joe. I know that I should be drinking tequila because here it is, punctuality. Say no. This is the thing that I'm missing from my life. I think I have a bottle somewhere at home. I may have to tap into it. It's birthday weekend, and we Leos are all about that shit.
Yes.
Yep.
Also, I think I might need to be considering just a little bit more to live up to my name and actually be punctual as well. So,
Hey, you're
yeah.
doing pretty good. So how'd that name Tequila Joe come about? I'd just like to know. What was that about?
All right, so that is a question that I get asked a few times.
Okay.
Very so often they want to know.
Right.
So the story is for you guys that don't know. I actually am a chef, but I had to start somewhere to get to that point. So after I went to culinary school, I was signed on to do some work over in Alaska. So we worked for the Copper River Princess Wilderness Lodge, and that's where Princess cruises. Well, when I got there, turned out that I was going to be working the breakfast shift as a line cook. Um, but then it turned out there was this Joe, there was another Joe that was going to be working right next to me, and there was a third Joe that
Oh
was
no.
the actual chef. So every time that we were just in that same room, if somebody said, "Hey Joe," all three of us would be like, "What?" So so we had to figure out how to really kind of distinguish who they were talking about. Well, the first one was easy. Uh, he was the sous chef, so he was Chef Joe. All right. Now the next guy, he was from Cambodia, so that was pretty easy. They said, "Well, we'll call you Cambodia Joe." And then they look at me, and here comes my goofy ass holding two flasks of tequila. I had, let's see, I think I had a jalapeno infused tequila, and the other one would have been either just like regular or was just more that jalapeno infused one.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I showed up to a bonfire and started talking to people, started passing the tequila around, and they said, "You know what? You're going to be Tequila Joe." That was my name for the rest of the season. When I came back, that name stuck. So
You know
that's
what? I
just
think
what
it
I've been running.
works. I
What's
think
that?
it works.
Oh yeah.
That's
For
what
a
it
time,
is.
well, for a time, I thought maybe I could switch over to like something a little bit more magical, and then I started reading up on it and started thinking about it. Well, tequila's magical. I'll stick with
Sure
it.
it is.
So that is the story of my name, Tequila Joe. So
Well, there you have it.
yes,
And it stuck. And you still work with tequila.
I do still work with tequila, and of course, as some of you know, that kind of branched out to the Taco Beast. That's Tequila Joe's Taco Beast.
That it did.
That was something that was definitely different, something that couldn't find anywhere else. There was a Tequila Joe's, and then there was a Taco Beast, but there was never a combination of the two. So
Oh, but there
that's how
is.
that came about. Now, talking about the tequila itself, there there's pulque mentioned in there, and that's kind of uh, that's the tequila at the beginning stages. Uh, Also, you have mezcal, which it's kind of like tequila's evil sister, but you
Is that the
also
one with
have
the worm in
Sotol.
it? Is
What's
that the one
that?
with the little worm in it? You don't want to swallow the worm.
It used to be that honestly the liquor that had the worm was really just kind of a gag. It was like the cheapest thing that you could get, and so it just kind of became a gimmick. As I mean, in my years of
They
drinking it,
used that gimmick in Poltergeist
yeah,
pretty effectively. Remember
yep,
that movie?
I do.
Yeah.
Sotol is another one that comes from a different kind of plant, but that can be really tequilas and mezcals like really badass little baby cousin. So so it varies. It varies. It does come from a different kind of plant, but it's along the same family. So
That's cool.
that's yeah, that's the interesting thing about tequila right there. So all right, so shall we get into today's
Absolutely.
concoctions? All righty. So
What are we looking at number one?
number one. So the again, the title's coming from the book. First one: when life gives you lemons, cast a spell. So here's exactly what we're going to do with this. All right. Now, what this actually takes is you have honey, you have sugar, you have some vodka, you have some lemonade, and you have the zest of the lemon. So,
Okay.
as I'm putting this together, Gwen, if you want to go ahead and explain some of those ingredients and what their properties are, please.
Okay. So you have, which is the first one there?
That is when life gives you lemons, cast a spell.
No, what's the, you just tell me what are you putting in there?
Ah, all right. So first is the honey. That's what's going to
Right.
be to line the glass.
And so honey is a really cool thing. It's one of the oldest and most versatile kinds of plants you can imagine. You know, it's kind of the derivative of plants. It's not, obviously bees make honey. So it's the queen bee and it's very sexual. It's kind of what she's spitting out. And, you know, so it's known to sweeten relationships, attract love, promote healing. It's definitely going to be something that you add to a lot of spells. Actually, if you're cooking in the kitchen, it serves as to offer up to deities. It symbolizes gratitude, and it's good for binding intentions, purification, and wisdom. And by the way, there was honey found in the pyramids that was still usable. It's such a good product. It's good for healing wounds. Honey's great. Honey is absolutely great. And then we have lemons. Did you say you were putting lemons in that? Was that the next thing you were putting in? Was that, did I hear right? Lemons?
The next thing is actually lemonade. So yes, lemons, and I'm also going to have a little zest of lemon on there.
So lemons, if you squeeze a lemon and you sniff it, you can actually make your aura get bigger and brighter. You know that works with oranges too. Lemons are associated with luck, purification, and love, and they do enhance sleep. They're good for a lot of things. Feel good. It's that almost like your solar plexus energy there. So it's a really good sort of thing to help ground you, which is protective. Being grounded is being protected. And what else did you say? A little zest of lemon?
Yep, that's what I'm working on right up here.
Cool.
Just to give it that little extra lemony kick. And that, I mean, I always love that. You're zesting something, it just smells amazing. It smells amazing.
I have a lemon tree in my backyard. I love it. It just keeps, it's producing almost all year round now. I love lemon.
Right.
They smell good too. And you can actually use lemons around your house.
Mm-hmm.
You can put, if you need to purify your house, you can take little slices of lemons and put them in the corners and leave them in there until they go bad. It kind of helps to take the negativity out. Oh my God, that looks delicious.
There you go.
I want some, but I can't have any. And what's the alcohol in that again?
This is vodka. This one
Little
uses vodka. Now,
And you put
once again,
salt around it, right?
I'm sorry?
Was that salt around the edges?
No, this was a little bit of sugar. So what I did was dipped that'll add a little bit of sweetness there. You've got the honey. You dip the rim in the honey, and then just dip it in the sugar as well. Just again, add a sweetness. So.
And sugar is it's one of those things where it helps to sweeten things. So it's like it attracts love and prosperity. So, and it's something that's like it's magnetic, but it also gives that nurturing feeling because there's sugar in mama's milk. So it's very nurturing. Sugar it's not always bad. Can be if you can't have too much of it, then it's not great to have.
Yeah. So, no, this is like super, super refreshing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, looks delicious. So we're gonna watch Joe drink. Joe.
Sampling.
I'm probably gonna go home and mix a drink, which I almost never do. but I'm being very tempted. So what is next? So we have that drink. That looks delicious. And what does that spell good for? Feeling down?
What's that?
Making sort of lemonade out of bad
Pretty
situations.
much.
Oh my God, I have the hiccups now. I swear, I just hiccuped twice. It's like
I'm not
I'm
doing it.
catching
I'm
this
not doing it.
vicariously. Anyway, next thing I'll be burping on on YouTube. Hopefully not, though.
All
So,
right. So
first I
next
can't
one.
talk, now I've got the hiccups. What can I say? One little hiccup, just one.
All right. So the next one that we've got is called the Athena.
Oh my.
So this will be interesting. This one involves, oh, sticking to me. So this one, once again, also takes vodka.
Gotta love
This
that vodka.
also includes, so this you're going to see the interesting color with this one. I mean, it's a beautiful color. So it includes strawberries. It includes sage leaves, cranberry juice, again, more honey, sparkling water, and usually it takes a few lime wedges. Now, what I did with this, I decided to take it to a different level because I was going to be working with strawberries, and I wanted to include something that was going to be a little bit more earthy. So what I did was actually um, mix the sage in there when I was making this simple syrup,
Mhm.
which I kind of added to it. Um, it just really popped. It popped a whole lot more. Um, so I think if I'm going to be making this one again, I'm definitely going to be including that. So uh, let's see. Once again, we've got again the vodka and the honeys. So Gwen, if you want to take us through the use of the strawberries, and you'll see that here. Um, the cranberry juice, I don't think I included that in our notes, but if you can find a use for cranberries, um, sparkling water and lime. So
Well, strawberries. I love the significance of strawberries. We grow them here, like really nearby in Watsonville. We see them all the time. We don't think about what they do. Strawberries are heart shaped. They're vibrant in their color. They're associated with love and they're associated with luck and prosperity. And in a lot of folklore and magical traditions, they're believed to attract love and happiness and bring about good fortune. Double strawberries, which you don't see that often, but you do see them. They're considered very potent love charms. The tradition of sharing one's half with the loved ones to foster love. I guess Marble Crow is, has talked about that in their book. And then strawberries are associated with Venus and the Roman deity, um, and they're also associated with Freya, the Norse goddess, for love and beauty and fertility, and further solidifying the connection to romantic traditions. Some traditions even consider strawberries as aphrodisiacs and enhancing desire. They're believed to attract success, good fortune, and positive circumstances. And I want to say too, because chocolate's an aphrodisiac also, you can dip that little strawberry in the chocolate and have at it. It's very, very romantic. We
mhm.
like strawberries. Now, what else did you say we had in there?
There's cranberry juice,
Ah,
and
cranberry juice.
also we're using some limes.
Right. You know, I love cranberry juice. I love cranberries, actually. Um, so one of the things is that you can dry them. You can have. There's always various different things that you can do. but they're versatile. They're known for their protective and healing ingredients. They energize. They are so actually just very good for you. They're protective. They're good for love. And again, that red, vibrant energy. They're known for to help in as like an aid in recovery and rest. And a lot of times they're used in replace of wine in rituals. So, if you can't serve wine, you can use cranberries. They're very similar in some ways to grapes. If you dry them, they're craisins versus raisins, but they're a little sweeter. I love cranberries. Did I mention that? I like them in salads. I'll put them in tuna salads. I put them in so many things. I have a slight cranberry addiction. I'm just saying. So if you really, if you think I look bored, you can bring me some organic cranberries. I'll be like, oh, you brought them for me. but they're very versatile, so that's a good thing. And cranberry juice, by the way, cranberry juice is one of those things that's good for UTIs. So if you know someone has it, it's supposed to be very good for helping process out that stuff. So
also, just add like a minor note. They're pretty good for healing, for mental healing and spiritual well-being overall.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's a thing, definitely.
So, alrighty. So here's what I did. We had our mixture already pre-made. And this is once again the Athena. You've got the vodka, you've got a little bit of strawberries in there, you've got some sage that's blended in as well, the cranberry juice, the honey, and a little bit of sparkling water. So this one's going to be a little fizzy. So
Ooh,
let's try this.
sparkling water.
That was definitely a favorite. That strawberry really comes through.
How is it compared to like a daiquiri? Obviously, it's with vodka, so I mean,
this one, because of the sage that's mixed in there, it
we didn't
has a
mention
little
sage.
more. Sorry.
I didn't cover sage.
Okay.
I
Well,
should talk about that, but tell me again.
No, this is actually more refreshing, more earthy. So it's almost kind of like almost like a grounding experience with it, really.
Cool.
It's like the strawberries there, so you have that, earthy juiciness. And as you can see, the color is beautiful on this.
That is really pretty.
Really pops.
And you were saying on the one of your notes in here that I want to cover is that sage is also known as Clinton's negative energy. Right. It brings about good health, healing, and protective and psychic awareness. Now, I'd never heard it called that. Why is it called Clinton's negative energy?
That's something that kind of stood out. I think we'll have to circle back to that and see why it has that particular name.
Because I know like you can light sage, you can use it, you can asperse with it and all kinds of things, and it does get rid of all the negativity. That it's very good. I mean, some things would survive it, but most things are driven out when you really sage a place.
Right.
So cool.
Yeah. So that is this one. This is the Athena we're talking.
And Joe likes it. We can tell he's revisiting it. This is going to be a bit like Vitameter Vegemin. Anybody remember that Lucille Ball episode? Try the Vitameter Vegemin, and it was a Vitameter Vegemin. Yeah, I love this.
The beauty of this one is, I mean, the vodka kind of comes through in that first one, but like you mentioned, it has a neutral flavor. So it's pretty much like not there. You can
It's like a
kind of get the sense
smoothie.
that it is there, but you don't taste it, so it's not overpowering. It's not super strong.
And also it depends on how much you put into it, you know.
Oh, I was heavy handed with it. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. So I had a
I'm
pretty
pretty
heavy handed.
heavy-handed with
So
mixing alcohol too, unless I, know I have to be somewhere other than wherever I am, you know. So,
yes.
yep.
All right. So the next one is called. Um, Next one is called the Karmic Boost.
Mm.
This one. Um, Here we go. All right. This one includes. I'm gonna have to get another glass for this. Might as well go big or go home, right? So
Oh
here we go.
my, that's like a
Might as well.
sundae. Hold that up again. Like I think I put ice cream in that stuff.
I'll tell you how to
That's like
make.
a
I can tell you
sundae
how to make.
thing.
I'll tell you how to make an adult root beer float later. Very good for that.
I know how to do that.
So, all right. So this one is the Karmic Boost, and this one involves because actually we had to get the tequila in there. This is the one that
Yeah,
has the
you
tequila.
have to put tequila in these things. If
Yes.
you do.
So this one also has just a little bit of honey, but it's not around the rim of the glass this time. This is actually put into it. This is to add a little bit of sweetness.
Okay.
This one also has an orange because I made a little bit more. Usually calls for half an orange. I put in a whole thing because I
Okay.
imagined that I was going to make a little bit more. So this one also takes some mint. So that's a little different. Then you have the juice of one lime and half a lemon. So this one's a little more on the citrusy side, more so than the first one because I mean you've got the orange, the lemon, and the lime. So this I
You're getting
imagine is
your
going to be like really perfect for
daily dose of vitamin C, yeah?
that too. I was going to
It's a
say
health drink, kids. It's a health drink.
I hadn't thought about it that way, but yes, it could be a health drink technically.
Yes, it
Yes.
is.
So.
This is an adult smoothie, okay?
Definitely. So this one, you'll see what it looks like. Just a second. All right. So you want to take us through the mint and I think it's the orange. I don't think we've talked about orange yet.
We did, well, we almost did. We'll start
Ah,
with the mint. So mint, which by the way, if you like your cats and all that, they like mint too. It's an catnip is also called cat mint. But mint is very good for promoting health, love, mental clarity, money, purification, and success. It's also super good for irritated stomachs. It's a good thing. And the orange again helps get you down into your root chakra a little more grounded than lemon, but it's associated with love, prosperity, and purification. It's really good for you for your energetics. If you were to sit in my aura camera, by the way, I have an aura camera. This will be something that we talk about down the line. If you sit the aura camera and you just like sniff an orange, your aura will grow bigger, brighter, and actually get more orange. If it's more blue, it'll kind of shift it a little bit. I know I've seen this. We've repeated this. People didn't know what we were looking for. I knew what I was looking for. Happened every time. So oranges are really, really good. Very strong, good energy with oranges, and they're good for you. Very good for you.
all righty. Well, this one just because I had to make it look pretty. I didn't want to fill it up all the way. Normally, this is not my uh, amounts, but there
Oh,
you go. There
see
you go.
that is a Sunday bowl. Yeah.
Oh yes, absolutely. So this is
and that's Sundae, yeah, folks, not a Sunday full. But yeah,
yeah.
no, that's good. And you know what? It's a sunny drink, so Sunday from the word sun.
It absolutely is. It absolutely is. So yeah, perfect for, if we're still in the summer for the last bit
Perfect
of,
drink.
yeah, perfect drink. So let's see what we have here. Um, don't taste a whole lot of the lime and the lemon juice. The orange definitely comes through.
And
The
and
mint, there's just a hint of it, even though I want a
and
little bit extra
and we
with it.
didn't talk about limes. They're
Ah,
associated
okay.
with luck and purification and the enhanced sleep. And I want to say also they're green, so they're actually a little heart chakra energy in there. So it's probably good for your heart. Again, it's a smoothie. Guys, this is smoothie. These are all health drinks. These are adult health drinks, okay?
Absolutely. Yes.
Seriously. You can't get any better than this. This is what you do when you know you need to get your fruit in and it's been a long day.
Mhm. So, and I mean, once again, and you know, in all
With intention,
honesty,
of course.
even sorry.
With intention, of course.
Mhm. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, we're the way that these were put together, we didn't have any particular intention, but you're seeing, or as we go through it, you can see that a lot of the elements are really good for protection so far, for um, some for intuition. So there's a lot of commonalities here, and of course, you guys can always check back with the video. We can go back through it, or you can go back through it and see where those commonalities are.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if one doesn't work, you can try the next one. If not, well, if one's not to your liking, you have several different to choose from. So, um, this one, wow, again. Am I enjoying these? Yes. Do I wish I had, company to enjoy these with? Maybe our garage goblin, but our garage goblin is working right now. So, but yeah, these are pretty good on their own. These are excellent for intention. And again, if you do not drink alcohol, there's still ways to do this. I mean, this one just add a little bit more orange. Maybe you can add a little bit of soda water to it, make it a little bit fizzy. So there's different ways to do it. You can still have that intention, even if you don't have the spirit to go with it, the liquid spirit. So I mean, these work. These work pretty well. So let's move on to the next one. We have two more for you guys. So the next one is called, let me bring this one. This one is called the Summer Solstice.
Also good working through Leo, the season of Leo. Just saying.
Yes. So this one, uh, the appearance kind of looks a little bit like the Athena. It also includes a little bit of um, the strawberry simple syrup.
Okay.
Uh, the last one's going to be quite different. But this one actually includes. I'm going to set this one aside over here. Kind of running out of space with these drinks. Yeah. All right. So this next one, I'll have to grab another big glass for it. This one includes ground cinnamon. So you have sugar and cinnamon. You have basil. Um, this one is our first that has the white rum. And
Yum.
also, one more time, you have the
Captain Henry
lime.
Morgan. This is
Yes,
I'm trying to do the thing, but
yes,
you can't really see me because I'm
yes.
not standing up. And that's good. I shouldn't stand up and do that. It's Yeah.
All right.
My
So,
ancestor is happy right now that we're covering, covering
awesome.
I'm sure a bit.
And of course, me being connected to the sea, that's the other side of it. That if it's not tequila, it's got to be rum.
It's
So
gotta be rum.
yes. So take us, Gwen, through the ground cinnamon and the basil, please.
Well, the cinnamon is very, it's something that is over a wide variety of cultures. Cinnamon is used. It is very good for promoting healing. It gives you love, lust, and money, and protection, and psychic awareness, and purification, and success. And I want to say that on another note, you're drinking some sugar there. Cinnamon lowers blood sugar. It's one of those things that you can incorporate in your diet as a health thing. It's really good for you. And what was the other one you said? Basil?
Basil. Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
basil is another really nice thing. It's easy to grow too. It's for abundance, courage, luck, prosperity, protection, and trust. It enhances mental abilities, and it's a great herb. It's something if it's sort of a must-have for a witch's garden. Is basil. So yeah, we love basil. Basil is good. So
All right.
that's a good thing, and it's very
So here we go.
kind of nice.
Once again, this one looks very similar to the Athena, except that this one actually takes the basil. And this one actually includes the white rum. So, let's see. All right. Before I do that, go.
Little clip has come undone. Huh.
Try this one more time. Shame on me for not having the best skills at rimming the glass here, but
There's an art to that.
there
It's
is
not
more to it.
everybody's like I don't do that very well, but I have friends that are like they're masters at it. But I don't
Mhm.
do a lot of the salt rims and the sugar rims so that it's not one of those things that I do super well.
Well,
But
my excuse, this is why I work back of house, not front of house.
and
There we go.
it's all good.
Once
It's
again,
various different ways of doing it. So
I would fill it up a little bit more, but this is a tasting. I do not want to get hammered. And
with Joe, that would be
there you go.
entertaining. Well, that actually looks pretty good. It's better than I could have done, I think. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
so
it's
you've
good.
got the cinnamon and the sugar lined up on the rim. You've got the rum. You've got the strawberry simple syrup in there, and yeah, let's give it a taste. All right, so here we go. Oh my God. Okay.
So that's the one you're going to finish?
Oh my God. This is the one. This is the one right here.
So
This
what do we have in there? Let's go over the one ingredients. We have
we have
basil,
strawberry.
strawberry, which we know
We
is
have actually a little bit of the sage because I made the strawberry simple syrup with some sage. So
so we
that's
added
in there to
that
give it a
in.
little bit more earthiness. You've got the basil that really comes through, and then the again the white rum,
Mm.
uh,
Mhm.
which also in this case kind of works as a neutral spirit, so you don't really kind of get that. But then you've got the cinnamon and the sugar that just really takes it over the top. So this is definitely the one. Oh my God! Cheers, you guys.
That looks delicious.
Hmm. Oh yeah. I'm definitely bringing this one later. Yeah. All right. So
And
we've got one more. Two.
and
Yep.
then I'll
One.
have to share
Sorry.
the one that I
One,
like.
2, 3, 4, 5. All right. All right. So the last one that we have for you guys. This one, this might be the close second. This might be the close second. Um, and you guys will definitely like the name of this one. This one is called Protection Against the Dark Arts. So this one includes blueberries, and these were muddled and made into a blueberry simple syrup. But once again, me being me, I had to take it to a different level. So I actually made this into a blueberry rosemary simple syrup. So once again, I wanted to include something that would make it a little bit more earthy, like really just kind of grounded. Um, so I made the simple syrup with the blueberries and the rosemary. By the way, guys, simple syrup is really just 1 cup of just regular sugar and 1 cup of water. Crank that. If you're gonna make it you can make it in the kettle. You can make it in a little saucepan. Um, bring that water up to simmering. Mix in your sugar and just stir it until it all dissolves. Put it in the fridge. Let it sit for a while. That's your simple syrup. So when you guys see that, if you're out and about, if you're going out to eat, going out to drink, you see simple syrup. That's really all it is. It's just sugar water, really. But it's used heavily in a lot of drinks. So, and as you can see, we can infuse it with pretty much anything. It's really versatile. So, it just really lends itself to different flavors. So I actually intend to keep on working with them and see what else I can come up with to make this like just even more magical, just elevate it even further. So, uh, but in this case, uh, we're using the blueberry simple syrup. I'm sorry, blueberry rosemary simple syrup. We have watermelon that was blended in there. Um, and once again, we're going to use the white rum.
Okay.
Now, the only thing that some people might not agree on, and I mean, you can use whatever you like. This one actually involves cilantro. Not a lot of people like it. Some people are allergic. You can, of course, leave that out or
It
substitute that
used to give me a
with it.
headache, so I understand that. But I
Yeah,
do eat cilantro now, and everything used to give me headaches. So
gotcha. So, Gwen, you want to take us through the blueberries, please?
I will do that right now. So blueberries, we gotta love blueberries. First off, if you think about what the color is, it's up here. It's in your purple. It's in your crown. So it's sort of it's gonna have some properties associated with that. So blueberries are often associated with protection, luck, and wisdom, crown chakra, right? Knowing things, healing. And also it's stemming from the folklore and modern interpretations. They symbolize renewal and protection and spiritual insight. Again, that's crown chakra. And they're frequently used for protection spells and rituals. They're also pretty easy to grow. They're believed to ward off negativity and evil spirits. And some traditions associate them with good luck and fortune. They can symbolize a lot of things. They can symbolize wisdom. We covered that. Spiritual insight, clarity. They have the healing physical and spiritual properties. I don't remember what they're good for, but I think it might be lymph nodes. I could be wrong about that, but they're little, so that can be that. They also bring renewal, and they can promote calm and peaceful things. They're that purple color that's very calming. Yes, blueberries are good. And you said you're mixing it with watermelon and cilantro?
That is correct.
Let's look
And
at the
this
magical
was
properties.
also
But go ahead.
this was also made with a well, it was the blueberries and the rosemary. So yeah,
So
that's
so we did cover rosemary a little bit. Did we cover rosemary? I don't know that we did. Ha!
the
Well, my goodness, what did we cover? So rosemary,
you
um,
guys, by the way, I really think the drinks are affecting Gwen. I'm just gonna say that right now. I didn't think it was possible, but maybe. So,
well, rosemary can be used in cleansing and healing, right? It's one of the things you use for aspersions. You can dip it in water and so it's longevity and protection. So rosemary's, and by the way, it's so easy to grow. It's like so many varieties. If you live in Santa Cruz, you like barely plant it and it just continues. Gophers don't eat it usually, so it's pretty good. Watermelon can it's watermelon has this little seed and it grows really big, right? So it has a lot to do with fertility and prosperity. So it's good for love spells. Um, it's one of those things that if you think about how it's shaped, it's just this tiny little seed and it just gets so big. So it's a vine. It's on a vine. And you can put salt on it to bring out the flavor a little bit. My mother used to salt watermelon. I don't, but my mom did. So so you can actually it's one of those things where it's abundance and it's purification, it's love and joy, it's red, so it's good for grounding actually also. Now cilantro is like parsley, but a little bit different. And it's one of those things where it's it's an aphrodisiac. It has a lot of properties that are just very uh, enhancing for flavors. I made a little book. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I have my little herb book. And if I go and I look up cilantro, it's in a lot of things. We take it for granted, but cilantro is very good.
I agree. I agree.
I mean,
But then
it's
again, I mean, I understand the people that have the aversion to it. You know.
well, I mean, I know that it can be irritating to some people, but when I go to look up cilantro, I was trying to find it because it's an herb in here. Basil, where is it? I actually without here we go, herbs and their magical properties. I have like a little cheat sheet here, which I love my little cheat sheet. We all should have our own little binder of cheat sheeting stuff. And for some reason, I didn't put it in here. But I like cilantro in things as a flavoring. It's not something that, we all think of every day, because it's in so much stuff. It's in like all kinds of different recipes, and you don't think of it as being something that you would put into something else, as a magical ingredient, because it's an everyday herb. That's how
Mhm.
these things work. Everyday herbs are awesome because everything has a healing property. So when I go and I pull out my little cheat sheet, which I somewhat some time ago put together with, of course, not putting any index in here, so I can't find my own stuff. It's for gardeners. It brings priests to the home. It helps to attune somebody's with their own soul. It's one of those things where it's very, very versatile, and it is something that if you like it at all, you should put it in your herb garden. It's an herb garden thing that you actually could use. I actually love this tarot deck, the Witch's Kitchen. I don't know. I don't think I have it online anymore, but occasionally I like to wrap up my readings with it. And cilantro is in here, as is honey and a bunch of other things that we've talked about today. And so this one, ooh, it's got chili peppers in there too. Look at that. I can't alphabetize anymore. But cilantro is right in there with all kinds of other things.
Well, while Gwen is working through that,
Yeah,
I'll show you guys
I'm done.
protection.
I think I covered cilantro from one end to the other. And you can look it up on Copilot too if you want to. It's for renewal and things of that nature. So yeah, it's great. Grows well.
Well, here it is. This is the protection against the dark arts. And it's kind of funny that it is dark itself. Yes. So this is with the blueberries, the watermelon, the cilantro, yes, the white rum, a little bit of the sparkling water, and let's give it a try. And honestly, you guys, if you couldn't tell, this is my first time actually making these cocktails. So, so what I'm giving you is my honest opinion on them. This is just like what's coming up to me, you know, as I'm tasting them. So, as far as yeah, any kind of description, it is what it is, you know. So, you guys are witnessing these for the first time. So, am I going to work on them a little bit? Absolutely. You know, hopefully for our
I
next
see a cat.
gatherings where yes, where people love to actually drink. Hopefully, I know one of these I'm definitely gonna take. That's gonna be the one. But all right, let's try the protection against the dark arts. Let's see. Okay. This one's really, really interesting. Get the blueberries. I get the watermelon. The cilantro actually kind of disappears.
Okay.
It's there. It's there for a split second, but it kind of disappears. The rosemary is actually coming through a little bit stronger than the cilantro is. So
It's a pretty powerful flavor. So that makes
if you guys just don't like the if you're not allergic to it, but you just don't like the taste of it, absolutely, you guys can still enjoy this drink. It's
there's
very,
a cat
very.
behind you, Joe.
What's that?
There's a cat behind you. Other direction.
Oh,
Huh.
that's crazy. Oh yeah, that would be Cheetah. She just came to see what's going on and make sure that I'm not super tipsy yet, because she'll go actually report to Old Man Joe. So
That makes sense.
I'm fine. We're good. All right. So
That makes sense.
yes, no,
So
definitely. Yes, go
of
ahead.
your favorite ones, which do you like? The yours is not the Athena, but the summer solstice. Is that the same?
Definitely the summer solstice. I
That
mean,
looks pretty good.
um, the Athena was pretty close second. Um, the protection against the dark arts. I think this one is. I mean, if you like something that's almost like it doesn't have a smokiness, but something. If you're the kind of person that enjoys something like a dark ale or like
Okay.
whiskey or dark rum, this is actually kind of up there. So
Okay.
you prefer your drinks to be a little on the
Robust.
yeah, thank you. On the more robust, thank you. Yeah, if you prefer a more robust flavor, that's gonna be the one. Um, wow, and I mean, okay, so I want to show you guys what we've got here. Somebody's going to finish these, and it's going to be a long night. But here's what we got so far. These are the ones that we've made.
That looks pretty robust to me.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I have a drink that I like that I make.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Go ahead and share that with us. Yes.
I can't make it here. I don't have the ingredients, but we talked about a few of them.
Mhm.
It involves coconut, which
Oh,
you
yes.
don't have.
Absolutely.
And coconut it's associated with fertility and abundance. It's you can bathe in it for for fertility if you want to. In the milk, it's used to attract prosperity and good fortune, and it also it has vodka. Again, we know vodka is good for a few things, and it has pineapple.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Yes.
And
Mhm.
if you if you know anything about pineapples, you know that they are very good for various different things. Um, eh, they're in rituals and spells. It's a tropical fruit, so it
Mhm.
brings prosperity. It brings luck. Love and attraction. Again, a lot of stuff has to do with love and attraction. And its spiritual elevation. So basically, for my drink that I've loved, I've been drinking this since I was in the 20s, and to me, it's the feel good. It's the feel good adult smoothie, and what it always seems to do is to bring a little bit of joy because of these different ingredients. So I'm going to use a water bottle because I don't. This is this is what I'm drinking here. So this is a blended drink. This involves using your smoothie blender in a more, shall we say, adult way. So you take your vodka and you add about that much vodka to the bottom proportionately over a lot of ice. We're going to fill it up with ice to about, halfway or so. And you're going to take the vodka and pour it to about there in your blender. And then the next thing is you're going to take, if you can find it, it's hard to find, coconut syrup, because the syrup is very,
Yes.
the nectar itself of the
Mhm.
coconut syrup it has the oil in it. And the
Mhm.
oil is one of the things that brings a little more abundance and a little more nurturing energy to it. So you're going to take and you're going to put about that much um, coconut syrup in it.
Mhm.
Then you're going to fill it almost to the top. You're going to need a bigger blender than this with pineapple juice. And then there's one little thing that you're going to add just because it gives you this very balmy, hey, you're sitting on a beach eating something healthy, just overall good well-being feeling. And that is you're going to put one banana in that blender. And it's good for resilience, wealth, luck, and a deeper spirituality. It's also passion and fertility and potency. And so you're gonna blend it all up until it's like basically like a pina colada. But the
Mhm.
difference between this and a pina colada is it's made with vodka. You can do this with rum, or you can, but it's a vodka drink, and it's called a banana chichi. And
Love
that's my go-to. Like, if I'm blending drinks at home, I'm probably going to do that because it to me tastes really good. So if you like bananas
it.
and you
Mhm.
like pineapples, the coconut isn't super overwhelmingly strong. If you're going to use coconut milk, you need to do proportionately a slight amount more because otherwise it doesn't. But if you can find the coconut syrup with the oil in it, that's the way to go. And it's hard to find. I have to say, it's hard to find. But yeah.
Yeah. It's coconut syrup. Just speak a little bit on that. The reason that I actually got to try some was because Uh, even though I'm in the culinary world, some of these things, like you said, are hard to find.
Yeah, it is hard to.
Even if we were on the coast, it's still kind of it's still kind of elusive. The only reason that I was able to try it was because an old friend of mine uh, who frequently visits Hawaii
Yeah, that's where you can
was
find
able to
it.
go pick some up. Yeah, so
Tell them to send some
uh,
my way because I could always have a little of that
yeah,
on hand.
yeah. I mean, if you guys ever find that, if you guys ever find the coconut syrup, I absolutely encourage you to try it. So
Yeah, it's
that's
less
amazing.
creamy and milky. You know, it's
Yeah,
not supposed to. It's not supposed to have the coconut chunks in it. It's supposed to be very, very smooth. And
right. Yeah,
the
no
net
pulp.
syrup has the oil in
Yeah.
it, which is the nectar. It's also
Mhm.
called coconut nectar too in some areas, but it is
Yep.
coconut syrup. There are
Yeah.
brands that have it. It's just hard to find. But that's my
Uh,
go-to. Hey, I'm doing balmy drink things.
yeah, I think the closest flavors that I can think of to that was a drink that I actually I actually made it for the people in Alaska during one of our, you know, during our downtime. I was not making anybody drink on the line, but no, there was a drink that I actually made for them, which included pineapple juice. Um, it was coconut syrup or coconut milk, but it was coconut rum, so you still had that good flavor.
Hmm.
Just for a little bit
Kind of
of
like a
this,
pina colada.
yeah. Well, not necessarily, because it was actually all kind of clear, just kind of had a little bit of yellow from the pineapple
Mhm.
juice, and just like a splash of either club soda or even Sprite, any kind of lemon lime soda,
There
and that
there
was
are
really popped
recipes
as a summer drink. So yeah.
there are recipes that have little splashes of other things in them, but that are added in for flavoring. You know, if you go online and you look up chi-chis, but they will tell you that does look really good. But that's so that's the thing. And not to distract from what it is that with all of what we're doing. This is the thing you do while you're together with friends
Hmm.
watching the latest episode of South Park. Did you see the latest episode of South? Oh, Joe, I think you did, judging by your reaction. I'm not
I
gonna
haven't seen
I'm
it in a
not
long
gonna
time, but
put it
I
up
can
as
I
the
can imagine. I can
background,
imagine.
but I am gonna say googly eyes are involved.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Um,
Yeah,
apparently they couldn't air it on networks in their
I see.
entirety.
Wow.
Comic Central has it still. You got to
Gotcha.
see it because it's their little political statement for saying we're going to air what we want. It's it,
Hmm.
this is our freedom of speech, right? So we get to put
True.
up recipes.
Right.
Real good recipes. But this is something you could make and have a watch party for these things.
Or, I mean, if you
Have a
just have
party.
a simple pagan gathering and you want to kind of
Exactly.
spruce things up a little bit, that's what it's about. It's
That's
about,
what it's about.
yeah, it's about gathering, it's about abundance, it's about, um, it- as we said, love and protection. I
Hmm.
mean, there are so many different categories that you can really work this into.
And
So,
a lot of these are protective. So
yeah,
again, with the
exactly.
protection, it
Mhm,
allows you to bring in a little bit of protective energy because
mhm.
there's a thing that's drinking spirits and all of this. I- Sometimes if you're in a setting where you're out and you're just indiscriminately drinking, you do leave yourself open to stuff. But
Right.
if you're at home and you're doing this for protection, it's a little cleaner. It's more intentional. And it has that more of a healing energy. It's anything that you put in your body, if you're putting it in with intention, it's really much better for you.
Mhm.
So, and of course, if you can use organic, organic sources. Always
Of course.
better if you can.
I mean, like right now, there's going to be the question. Okay, how am I feeling? Am I like woozy? Am I feeling it? Yeah, just a little bit. But it's a world of difference. Knowing what you've put into it, knowing what you're working with,
Hmm.
and having that safeguard that you know exactly what you're gonna put in.
Hmm.
Is it super healthy? Obviously not. But
Well, it is a smoothie. We got to
can it
go
be
there.
made healthy?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Can it be made healthy without it? Sure. But the way that I'm actually feeling this right now, it just feels so much lighter. I
Hmm.
mean, yeah, you can go drinking, you can have fun, you can have, whatever. But as you said, that out there kind of opens you up to different kinds of vulnerabilities.
Hmm.
So when you're working on it for yourself, it just there's a whole different um, protective aspect to it.
And also, too, if you're
It just
amongst
feels it
friends.
just feels
Yeah.
much better. Now, can this feel better? Share it with friends, of course.
Yeah.
But if you're just on your own, you just want to know something different. Make sure that it's just for you. It works.
Me too.
It works perfectly. So,
It's
once again,
literally it's literally, as far as drinks go, it's not just drinking a straight shot. It's got, healthy things in it. So that's
yeah,
always kind of good to know.
yeah, it's
Speaking
not
of,
about it's like
yeah,
right now. It's not about getting plastered. It's about actually being a little bit more elevated. So
and
that's
enjoying
that's
and
what the
actually
difference is.
enjoying it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the difference is. That's where the absolute difference in the feeling is. So
Anything in moderation is probably okay unless you have some sort of a health risk or emotionally
yeah, of course.
mental or mental reason that you cannot do it. So if you're doing something in moderation, it is literally an okay thing. If you're getting plastered, I would say please don't. It's not good for
Yeah,
you.
that's
Don't do that.
no,
Stop.
that's not.
Yeah, let's not say we didn't. We don't encourage that. Um, we
Well,
do have
that's what we got.
we
What's
do have
that?
one more little section, the stone of
Yep.
the week. The
Yes.
stone of the
Stone
Joe,
of
that
the
was
week,
awesome, by the way. So we were talking about, a lot of this was about protection and so on. And so we're going to talk about tourmaline. Can anybody see that? Okay, so this is my handy dandy crystal Bible and tourmaline. So most of the time when we're talking about protective qualities, we're looking at black tourmaline. There are 1, 2, 3. There's something like 4, 5. We're still in tourmaline. 6 pages of descriptions of tourmaline. So I am not going to read you all of that. I will say that generally it's a cleanser and a purifier. The black one is really considered protective against cell phones. The blue one has to do with throat and third eye. We have a colorless one, which is kind of clear. That's crown chakra. Green tourmaline is a healer. Pink tourmaline is good for like an active. You're getting at the pink, right? Red tourmaline is flexibility. We also have there's something called watermelon tourmaline, which does a bunch. And tourmaline is found. It'll grow into other things. And what I want to show you, I have a few different samples. I'm going to bend over here and drag up my samples of tourmaline here. I have my little jars. These are little pink tourmalines. So I'll show you. I'm going to hold them up. These are tumbled. So I'm going to see if you can see, this is a tumbled pink tourmaline. It's very pink. It almost looks like a ruby, sort of like a cheap ruby, because it's kind of fractures differently. Then I have I think I have a little bit of different types of tourmaline. Like this is This is definitely a green tourmaline. It's very blue-green in the light here, but it's really very green. If I can get it, there you go. You can see it better. And then this is like almost like a watermelon. See, it's pink on one side. They call that watermelon, and a lot of times watermelon tourmaline is sliced. So here is a little slice. You can see it has a number of different colors. You're not seeing the pink due to the light. Let me see if I can find a better one. This one has a little more colors in it. This is watermelon tourmaline. And then I have also blue tourmaline, a big piece of blue tourmaline. It's kind of an aqua colored. It's almost blue. Like you can, it's kind of awkward. Not awkward. That's awkward. It's kind of aqua, a little bit aqua.
It's more like an aquamarine color.
Yeah. And it grows a little bit like the kyanite, the blue kyanite. See, it's fractured. Tourmaline always has these lines in it. This is your more standard. I don't know if you can see the striations. It grows in like a hex pattern. And what I mean by that is not hexing people. It kind of has like a hexagonal kind of base in it. And it grows in lines like selenite does. I love selenite also. And tourmaline, it's not a very expensive stone, but like, you know, the rare, like this is more expensive than the black tourmaline because it's not as easy to find. So it always goes by how big is it and so on. And again, we've got these on sale on our website. I'm not sure what's up there right now. I could go look, but if you go to www.avalonvisions.com or avalonvisionsproducts.com, where there's a link over to our website, you'll find that we do carry tourmaline, and it's very good protective stuff. The black tourmaline is the most common one that we use for protection.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't believe you can put tourmaline in a beverage. I think it's probably not something you would want to drop in. There are other stones that you could do that. Some people would put some protective stones in those beverages. Don't get too drunk and drink them, though. We have a few.
Please let's not do that.
Yeah, don't do that. There's a few things that that you can put.
There are some stones that you can use if you have them in the freezer and you put them into your drink to make them cold, but that's not this. So please don't do that.
We don't want to do that to an alcoholic beverage. Just want to say. And there's certain things you can't do. But tourmaline is something you put in your pocket if you're going into a bar and you're not mixing your own drinks. A piece of tourmaline in your pocket is good because it's very protective. It also helps remove negativity from around you. So again, if you're in your spirits, if someone's around you that's clingy, you know, it helps to keep you. It's kind of like citrine in that respect, but it operates a little differently. Citrine will clean itself. Tourmaline, you might have to set it next to citrine once you get home. But yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, so basically, if you got that guy that's like, you know, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, he's already completely hammered, he's hitting on you, maybe some tourmaline might help to kind of like guide that person away, you know? So.
And the stone I was thinking of that you can put in your drinks that looks a little bit like tourmaline, has some of the similar properties, is shungite. Thank you, Garage Goblin, who was saying, it's time. Our garage goblin has been very helpful in telling us that we're running out of time because we were too busy mixing drinks.
Yeah.
and vicariously, I was already filling the drinks. The true test of the Zen empath is, did I start to not be able to talk? Yes. Did I start to have the hiccups? Yes. My empath was creeping out of itself. I should have gone over and grabbed my tourmaline and, you know, held on to it. It would have been good. Anyway, Joe, this was fun.
Thank you guys so much. This one was a little different. This was a little more labor intensive, but it was fun. It was fun actually putting this together. It's amazing, like just doing stuff for you guys, just, you know, putting it together, working through it. That's, you guys make it worth it.
And
So
remember to like us and share if you like what we're doing. It's very important.
absolutely.
And if you follow us on the Witches Craft on Facebook, our page, you'll recognize it. That'd be awesome. We can't broadcast to that page because we just started it, so we need some followers in there. Just saying, guys, like, share, follow us. It's a good thing. We're gonna keep
And
doing this, aren't we? Yep.
yeah, and once again, if you guys have something, some kind of topic that you would love us to talk about, something you would love us to cover, whatever appeals to you, whatever you guys want to know more about, whatever you guys want us to like really bring into the light, let us know. Let us know in the comments. Let us know on Facebook. However you guys can reach us. If you guys know us personally, hey, drop us a line there too, and we'll do it. I mean, there's no way that we're not an open book, an open door, however you want to put it.
Mhm.
We'll talk about it. So, uh, thank you guys for sticking with it. Thank you guys for watching us, and we're gonna keep on going. So,
Got it.
Gwen, thank you so much.
Thanks, Joe. We'll see y'all later.
All right,
Next
we'll see
week.
you guys next week.
Be there or be square.
Yes.